I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There we go. No idea what's going on, but it's begun. Happy Friday, everybody. This is Jay-Z Crazy. It's breakfast with Jay-Z in the morning. Why are you laughing?
It's just how you walked in.
What?
It's just funny.
It's just funny.
Yeah, how you walk. It was just how you walked in.
This is more of a casual show today.
Is it now?
But I do have something to talk to you about.
Oh no.
A little game I want to play with you called Is It Logical? Is it logical that I don't really drink, but I want to put a bar
No.
in a corner of the living room?
No. More logical for a tree to go there.
Where the Christmas tree is now, because we haven't taken it down yet, it's coming down this weekend. I know, we left it up an extra week. Don't give me a hard time about it. We were gonna put a palm tree there,
That's what I want over there.
but
There's no but. That's what I want.
me and my bright ideas, I'm like, when we take the tree down, there'll be enough room there where we can fit a mini bar.
And where does that go when we put the tree up again?
It'll go in the mini closet. I don't know where it's gonna go, but that's 12 months away. We don't need to worry about that now.
Of course you do. You got to plan ahead.
I'm planning on putting a mini bar
No, for,
in that corner.
For when we don't want that
We have
there.
all year to figure out where our Christmas tree is going to go. We'll do what everybody else does, and they move whatever is in that corner.
And they throw it away. Got it.
They don't throw it away. They move whatever it is,
Into the
and
garbage.
I don't know whose houses you've been to, but I don't know anybody who's throwing stuff in the garbage to make room for a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Maybe you know some kooky people. I thought I was the only one that was kooky in your life, but apparently you're
No.
talking to other people that I'm not aware of.
Well, I've talked to.
Now, the reason I want to put a mini bar there,
It's because he wants to get drunk. He wants to start drinking.
that may be very close to the truth. This may be the beginning.
Oh no.
I spent like half my life barely drinking anything at all. Now the second half is where I become an alcoholic. Because I have a clean liver.
Really you want to ruin it, like the guy who never smoked and suddenly.
Oh yeah, that's a funny story. I went to my doctor and she told me she saw a 50-year-old patient who never smoked in his life. But on his 50th birthday, he said, screw it. I'm gonna start smoking now. Now I'm gonna really start living and doing all those things that I didn't do for the first half of my life.
Which is ridiculous.
My doctor thought that was amusing. I thought it was funny. But maybe he has a point.
Really,
Maybe there's a point to that.
you're gonna start smoking too?
No, that's disgusting. I don't want to smoke. My parents smoked and it was horrible. You know what I used to do to my mom's cigarettes? I told
Put
you.
it in water.
Yeah, she would leave the room to use the bathroom, leave the room to do whatever. I would take her lit cigarette, put it in the kitchen sink, and then just turn the faucet on full blast. That was always fun when she came back into the room. I get screamed at more than once,
Or,
but I was concerned. I was concerned about her health. I didn't want her to die. People who smoke will eventually all die.
I had a friend.
It's simple science.
I had a friend, Shelly Ann.
Yeah.
And her and I used to do that to her mom and her dad's cigarettes, where each one of us was like, okay, it's your turn. So when she'd leave the room, I'd take her lit cigarette, I'd put it in the sink and turn the water on, and then she'd come back in the room. screaming, which one of you did this?
You know what's weird though? I always did that to my mom, but I never did it to my dad.
Yeah, I did it to her dad too, and she did the same thing.
But now that I think about it, why didn't I do it to my dad too?
I don't know. Maybe you thought you were gonna catch it.
Yeah, maybe I thought he'd really kick my ass.
He'll spank you. Maybe that's
Maybe I felt more threatened by my dad.
your mom was little, so maybe you thought you could take her.
Probably. My mom was 5 feet tall. She was a midget. So maybe I wasn't so scared of her. You might have a point.
See, your dad was like, you know, you.
My dad was closer to my height, so
and he'd beat-
maybe I felt like I had some competition there.
Yeah, he'd just probably put you over his knee and just give it to you real bad. So you're like, I'm not doing that to him.
But seriously, I really shouldn't talk while I'm eating. It's rude. I'll finish this later. I was just really hungry. We're taping this at breakfast time, so I need some food in me. Anyway, I really want to put a bar in that corner. It doesn't have to be big. I will never sit there and drink at it. I just want to sit and look at it.
Why? Why do you want that?
I don't know. Maybe we can have some company over that drinks.
That's a bad idea. Every person we know that drinks, like,
Oh yeah, last time it turned out to be a horrible idea. But I mean,
no, that wasn't even just the last time. Before that, it was a bad idea, and before that was a bad idea.
I'm not talking about alcoholics. I'm just talking about people who actually know how to socially drink and will drink maybe 1 or 2 glasses a week, not 2 or 3 bottles a day. Okay, that's what I mean. Somebody who's actually an adult and knows how to act like a non-alcoholic.
I've known too many, and I'll say this, too many, and they're not, and I can't say.
Didn't I just
This
say I
enough.
wasn't going to eat anymore? Okay.
Yes, and they all have been chicks for some reason. They can't control themselves.
If it's a really hot drunk chick, okay.
No.
But we've never known a really hot drunk chick.
No,
We've never known a really hot alcoholic.
No. Oh,
We've known sloppy, belligerent, disgusting, lying, shady drunks. That's what we've known. That's totally different. I'm talking about a sweet girl who's nice and bubbly, has a good personality, no matter if she drinks or not, and she can have a cocktail or two at our bar that does not exist yet.
instead of the people that like want to make up stories about you kidnapping them and holding them hostage in your closet.
That was another girl who I'll never understand.
Right, that's one of the ones I'm counting along the drunks.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, and the other one.
That was 14 years ago.
Oh, and the other one.
No, don't skip ahead. People want to know what you're talking about.
No, there's another one.
No, but first of all, concentrate on the first kidnapping before you move along to other crimes.
But that never even happened.
No, it didn't happen, but tell people what happened.
Well, apparently she told a mutual friend of ours that you kidnapped and kept her hostage in our apartment.
And her name is Liz. Now, there's a lot of girls named Liz, so I'm not outing anybody.
Nope, but she told a guy named
But we
Joe.
had a girl named Liz over. She developed some kind of weird, fast crush on me. Wanted to stay over, wanted to sleep over, wanted to move in.
Yeah, she wanted.
Whatever.
She asked me the same thing. She
And
apparently had the same
we
crush
invited
on me.
her over once, and that was the one and only time that she ever was here.
Yeah, and
We
apparently
never allowed her to come back again.
No.
But from that one visit, she constructed multiple stories about how I kidnapped her.
and forced her in
I
here.
forced her to stay here. I locked her in a closet for a week. And she's telling her mom all this stuff. I'm like, that is very interesting. We have cameras in this building, plenty of them, to back up any story that I have.
Right.
And there was no kidnapping. I'm not willing to go to jail for some
And if-
stupid girl or anybody.
And if that was the case, why would she keep texting me asking to come over?
She wouldn't. She was obviously trying to cover her ass because she wasn't supposed to be out for some reason. I mean, she was a full-grown
Adult, and she could do what she wanted.
but she felt like she needed to answer to her mom because she still lived at her parents' house. And apparently, there was some talk where, I don't know, maybe her mom was giving her a hard time. So this girl, Liz, had to come up with something fast, some quick-witted story so she wouldn't get in trouble. So the story was, no, Mom, he kidnapped me. He forced me to stay there.
And held me against my will.
And I think personally it's because she was probably staying someplace else for a week.
Yeah, another guy
Didn't want to tell her mom where she really was.
Right.
So I became the bad guy.
And then she kept texting me saying, I like you guys, or, want to, like, be at you guys'
Obviously,
house.
she liked us.
And,
And she liked me.
yeah.
I mean, look at me. What's not to like?
she goes, maybe I can, like, move in. I'm like, no. No. That's not a good idea. It's like the only thing I could think of is that she'd be in and out all the time, drunk, coming back from a club all the time, constantly.
Yeah, she liked to drink.
Way too much.
She would have loved that bar that doesn't exist yet.
And she would have told her mom that you kidnapped her.
She really wouldn't have left.
No.
We would have had to physically push her out the door. But I think it would be nice to have a little bar in the corner.
Oh, what about the other one?
But
That like
how many bars are we gonna have?
No, that liked the drink that came over. It's too. It's a bit much.
Oh yeah, there was another girl named Sheila, and she came over once or twice.
Twice.
Oh, we all watched movies together.
That was the first time. The
She
second.
was another one who liked to drink. What did she drink? Wine?
Yes.
She liked to drink wine.
She liked Barefoot Wine, and she liked another one. What was it? I can't remember the name of it.
So anyway, we'd watch movies.
And then she came over
And
once,
then
and we went to the park.
What?
She came over once to watch movies. The next time she came over, we all went to the park instead of.
But I
staying
know
here.
what her issue was.
Tell me.
She wanted a boyfriend so bad,
Right.
and she saw that the closeness you and I had and how well we got along, and she got jealous.
She couldn't break us up.
And she said one day, "This is too much,"
Yeah.
and then she never came back.
Right. And
It was too much because Lisa and I had what she wanted, and she was kind of awkward and couldn't meet anybody. So it bothered her that we are happy, and she couldn't even find a boyfriend.
no, and listen to her reasoning for not finding one. She wants the guy to come to her, but she doesn't feel she has to be on a dating website or tell anybody.
Which is fucking stupid.
Which makes no
because
sense.
how is anybody going to know she even exists?
If she doesn't put herself there for people to see. Say, hey,
I mean, the
looking.
world isn't full of mind readers. Unless you put yourself out there, nobody even knows
Right.
you're there.
But she
So you have to go pursue people. Otherwise, you're not going to have anybody because nobody knows you exist more than an insect. We haven't had the smartest chicks over.
No. And then that last one. Forget
I don't
it.
even want to get into the last
That's
one.
why I said forget about
Because
it.
that's the biggest fucking mess. I'm not mad at her anymore.
No.
I was angry for a while. I'm past mad. I'm just
Over it. You're glad.
over it. Sometimes you just over things.
Yeah.
These are just friends.
Right.
Just innocent friends we invite over.
Yeah.
We can't even make normal friends. Why do you think I'm doing this all the time with Lisa in the other room? Lisa doesn't even want to be in the same room as me.
It's not
I mean, I
true.
have like almost no friends.
Oh, what about, Mr. Jim? This is hot.
Oh, Mr. Jim, who used to come over. Yeah, he's where he belongs.
You make him seem.
I
you make it
believe-
seem like he went to prison.
No, he still lives near here, and he's where he belongs. He's watching TV. He's doing his own thing. It's another awkward situation where he thinks a girl is just going to miraculously appear, and he'll have a girlfriend who falls from the stars.
No, but he said that he was too old to get married, and too young to have a girlfriend. What is that about?
It's about excuses, is what it's about.
Oh.
It's about a dude who's so socially awkward. He has to make up every excuse why he doesn't have a girlfriend.
I get it.
So first he's too young. First he's too old. First of all, you're not too old unless you're dead. Secondly, you're not too young
Just
if
as long
you're
as you're
able
in
to if you're able to talk.
If you're an adult.
I had a girlfriend when I was 8 years old.
Was
Her
she
name was Christine Travers.
was she also 8 or
Yeah,
was she
she was-
25?
No, she was 32.
I knew you went for the older girl.
She went for younger guys. I was okay with that. No, she was 8. I met her at summer camp
Oh, okay.
on the bus, and we did 8-year-old kissing on
What
a
was
bus.
that about? Like, what kind of kissing is that?
I think it's like no tongues but lips, and you move your lips around a little bit, and then you pretend you know what you're doing,
Oh,
even though you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I never did that.
Then I remember that she asked me one day, should she wear her one-piece bathing suit or her two-piece? Because we're about to go into the camp pool,
I get it. Yeah.
right? So I said, oh, I like the one-piece better. She's the first girl who ever asked me for wardrobe advice.
She was 8.
And I was only 8.
There you go.
She was 8. It was good. And she was super sweet.
Aw.
Then I had a girl when I was 13. Her name was Sue Burns. She was a redhead, which is ironic because her last name was Burns
Oh, that's cute.
and
And she had red hair.
red hair.
Gotcha.
Like it was burned. But I was at the point in my life at 13, I chose to climb trees instead of hang out with
Something's
girls.
wrong with you.
I know. I had this tree in my backyard. I loved to climb. And I can't tell you how many times that she would call and my parents would tell me she was on the phone. And I'm like, tell her I'm
up
up
a
the
tree.
tree.
Literally.
I'm busy.
I'm up a tree.
Right.
That's wonderful.
And she must have called about, I don't know, at least 10, 15 times
10,
before.
15 times.
Not in one day.
Oh. Okay, she wasn't a
But
stalker.
I'm like over the course of like a month
I see.
or so. And it got to the point where she got sick of me being up that fucking tree.
Why didn't she just come over?
And then
That's what I would have done.
I didn't invite her over.
But if you're up a tree, I would
I
have.
didn't want to share my tree.
I would have went over there to see what this.
I
tree
don't
was
even
about.
know if she knew where I lived.
Oh.
Because I'd meet her at a roller skating rink.
Oh, okay.
Then we just skate around, and I skate like shit. I don't know how to stop on roller skates. Then-
I have to see this.
no,
gotta-
I am so lucky I didn't break bones.
Gotta see this.
Because you know how a roller rink is set up?
Yeah.
And then, like, on the corners are the openings so you can leave?
Yeah.
I literally do not know how to stop on roller skates.
They have a front bumper.
I know, but whenever I would try to use it, I would fly.
You
It
think
would, like, catch. It
Oh.
would catch the floor.
it's a pony.
And I would stop short, and I would fly into people. It wasn't a good scene.
Oh, always knew how to use mine.
That's good for you. You could show me sometime.
Okay.
So I will watch though because I don't know how to stop on roller skates. So my way of stopping, I would go round fast, right? But the problem was I couldn't stop. So I would like exit out of one of those little
Things.
one
I
of
know
those
what
little
you-
exit ways.
Yeah. And then.
And there was a big row of pinball machines in a game room.
Oh God.
So I would just I'd be full force, I'd exit, I'd be like going pretty fast because I didn't know how to stop. And once in a while I would like hit a girl
Right.
or whoever was in my way. And then I would just plow into pinball machines.
That sounds like a problem.
And that's how I would stop.
That sounds like how you would stop your bike.
Do you know how many pinball machines I must have came
Ruined?
really close to breaking?
A lot.
Yeah. It was like a mental patient on skates.
What do you like?
I never caught on how to use that front little brake. Because
Oh.
whenever I would try, I would just fall. I think one time I tried to use it, I almost twisted my ankle. Because I stopped short, and then my whole body like pivoted around. And I remember my leg just hurting for a real long time. I don't know how to stop on roller skates.
Huh.
I don't have very good ability when it comes to being on skates.
Maybe that's a
I have no ability to stop.
Okay. All right.
I need something to run into. So it's either going to be people or pinball machines. I think once it was a wall, but that hurt way too much. So then I started using the pinball machines again to stop.
Okay. That's just bad.
So anyway, getting back to what I want a bar in that corner.
He wants to invite.
So maybe we can invite
Wait a minute.
some non-crazy people over.
Stop for a second.
What?
It's been one disaster after another with inviting these people over who drink. He wants to invite more.
No, but like I said,
You don't know they're crazy or not.
I don't want to invite alcoholics. I want to invite mature people who actually know how to socially drink like an adult, and they can have 1 or 2 cocktails. I don't want a lush to come over. I don't want people who are fucking out of their minds with alcoholism.
But you're not going to know that until they're over here. You drink and you dry.
That's why everybody gets one chance. If they fuck it up,
They
then
can't come
they're
back.
not coming back ever again.
Because as soon as they're on that 4th drink, you know there's a problem, right?
And I don't even have a problem if people drink more than 2 or 3, as long as they can hold their alcohol.
That's what I mean. I'm like, imagine that's what their limit is, but they keep going for it.
If it's a girl who could drink 3, 4, 5 drinks and be all bubbly and fun,
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
it does happen. That's the thing.
From where? I haven't seen
There's
it.
plenty of people out there
I haven't seen them.
who drink a lot, then just get goofy. Then they're more fun to be around. We haven't met them,
No.
but they exist.
I
That's
just-
like me. When I drink, I don't get all belligerent. I'm not.
You said belligerent.
You try to say belligerent with a mouthful of cereal.
Belligerent.
I don't get belligerent when I drink. You know I don't.
No. Did
I get goofy.
Have I?
My dad was like that too.
Do I
I'm a fun drunk.
I don't remember what happens.
On the very rare occasion I drink a lot, I become more fun. I don't become an asshole like what we've experienced with so many other people.
What
You're the same way.
That's what I
You
don't.
don't hardly ever drink, but I remember when you have on occasion, you're goofy like me. That's fine. I don't want some belligerent
Ah, you said it right.
asshole
Of any type.
who has an attitude when they drink. I don't want that here. We've had too much of that.
Yeah. Too many. And I've known too many.
I want to kick them in their private parts. Be honest with you.
What part of their private parts? All of it?
Whatever's there that will hurt the most.
That's so wrong.
Oh, I want a fun, bubbly girl we can watch some movies with, have a good time with, who's not going to bury her nose in Facebook
Oh gosh.
when they're trying to watch movies and
With
spend
you.
time with us.
Yeah.
You know, like a normal person. Mm-hmm. That would be nice. That would be very nice, because we've never had that.
No.
We've had a bunch of fucking loons come over who don't know how to stop drinking, or they take attitudes they don't have boyfriends, so all of a sudden everything's become too much.
Or you know,
Or I'm accused of kidnapping.
or they say things like, "This used to be my happy place," but you know, when they're drinking like 4, 5, 6 bottles of wine or whatever they're drinking.
Certain people only happy around other alcoholics.
I get it. I don't want
It's
alcoholics.
okay. That's fine. Let them stay with their kind.
I get it.
Because
That's not
Their
us.
kind is not
Us.
our kind.
Yeah. And that's just a social person, whether it be drinking or not, right?
Right.
You know, because that bar can have anything there. It doesn't have to have, you can drink whatever you want there.
Yeah, the bar could be stocked with apple juice
Yeah, I like that.
and vodka
That I'll skip.
and rum
I'll skip that.
and beer
I'll skip that.
and wine.
I'll skip that.
We could have a small selection of a lot of things that never get
Open.
opened. It could just be there for visual appeal. Then if we happen to meet somebody nice and want to have a little social night, like an adult, and hey Joe, you want me to pour you a glass of beer? Hey Sandy, you want a glass of wine? Then the option will be there. Know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And then in December, sorry, Joe and Sandy, there's no place to drink anymore. We had to put a Christmas tree where the bar was. But we'll figure that out. Okay, so have a great day, everybody. I'm going to finish my breakfast.
Cracklin Oat Bran.
This is a good cereal, by the way. If you've never had it, I highly recommend it. Kellogg's Cracklin Oat Bran.
Don't pour beer on it
It's just healthy enough to be good for you and just sweet enough
to make you think it's not.
to make you think it's not. How's that for a commercial?
That's pretty good, right?
I think so. See you soon, everybody. This has been Jay-Z Crazy.